You think the scariest thing about a black widow is the venom? Yeah, from our single, fragile Egg-sac, an entire generation is born. Nope. The most disturbing part isn't the bite. A tiny, harmless-looking egg sac, hiding hundreds of future nightmares, and in 30 days, they're all coming out. Okay, so day 1, we decided to raise and observe a black widow. In a fully controlled setup. Simple enough, right? Yeah, that's what I thought too. But then I saw this. On the right, the female, glossy black, perfect shape. That red hourglass. Yeah, that's not decoration. That red mark on its back. It's not for decoration. In the wild, it's a deadly warning signal. That's a warning label.
Touch me! And that's your last mistake!
Now look at the left. What is that? That's the male. And I'm not gonna lie. This dude doesn't even look like a spider. He looks like a tick. Like something you'd find on a stray dog. Be honest, what does it look like to you? Or maybe you think it looks like something else? DRO per comment right now. I'm really curious what you see. But here's where it gets crazy. The female can be up to 20 times bigger than the male. She's a queen. He's basically a walking snack. The female? He's basically an uninvited guest. If you think this is only about size, you're wrong. Size is just the start. What's truly terrifying, and way more interesting, is how they build their territory to survive. Why does the female need hundreds of anchor points? While the male chooses a strangely minimal approach, unlike most insects, black widows do not share territory. In their world, there's no such thing as allies. Only the next meal. If I don't separate them right now, this video ends in about 1 minute. With a complete bloodbath. The size difference is one thing, but their environment? Yeah, it's completely different too. The female always needs way more anchor points than the male. But why is that? I mean, it kinda reminds me of my wife. Her side of the room, full of stuff. Is that just a female thing? Or is it Ostoma? Fellas, back me up in the comments. Now compare that to our male spider. This dude is living full-on minimalism. Everything was set. But then, day 3 hit, and I realized I missed something small. Something that was about to turn this entire setup into a factory producing something white. And very, very strange. Did seen something started moving, non-stop, reinforcing silk. Layer after layer, no breaks, no hesitation. Like she was preparing for something big. The next day, I saw it. A small white object, right in the center of the web. The female keeps using the tip of her abdomen, touching over and over. Like she's literally stitching it together. So what is that thing? Really? The answer lies in the unique structure of that sac. This is an EGG sac of a black widow spider. And it's not just any sac. It's built from layers of extremely thick, durable silk. Inside those layers, there can be anywhere from 300 to 400 eggs. During this entire time, the female almost never leaves the nest. She constantly checks the egg sac, reinforces the web, and hunts to keep her energy up. But in the world of spiders, things rarely go as planned. The father of these eggs, still a mystery. But before we even get that answer, another male shows up. At that moment, her alert level shoots all the way up. And that heavily anchored web she built from the start. Yeah, now it finally pays OFF. Every strand is carefully placed, so anything creeping a little too close gets lured in and trapped. And this male, he's getting closer and closer to the target. With nitrogen monoxide idea one wrong step, and he becomes the next meal. A quick standoff happens, tension rises, but somehow he gets lucky. He slips out of the web, just seconds before the attack. On the mother's side, I placed a small fly in advance to serve as nutrition for her during this time. Black widows don't hunt with their eyes, they rely on vibrations in the web. The fly walks around calmly, surrounded by danger everywhere, completely unaware that it is trapped in a deadly web. Oh no, just a moment ago, and it already fell into the trap, right within the spider's strike range, and it snatched its prey with incredible speed. But what shocked me even more, it wasn't just one fly that got caught, it was both. It wrapped the two of them tightly into one, then calmly went back to caring for its young. Day 30. Inside the egg sac, the spiderlings are developing, hundreds of them. But here's the truth, even with those numbers, only a few will survive to adulthood. Why? Because the moment they hatch, the competition begins. To see this more clearly, I decided to take the egg sac and explore whether a brutal war is truly happening inside. 1, 2. Wow, a tiny world revealed. I was truly shocked to see such a massive number if you looked from a distance. You'd probably think it was just some cotton mixed with a bit of dust and debris. But look closer, these are thousands of living creatures moving around. They actually look adorable. And it's brutal. Now here's the crazy part, they don't hatch the way you'd expect. It's like the egg itself starts growing legs, turning into a spider in real time. After their first molt, they absorb whatever nutrients are left on, then they start eating the ones that hatch later. The weaker ones, they don't stand a chance. They become food, and then it turns into full-on cannibalism, a survival system, where only the strongest make it. In Civilt, this ensures that only the fittest survive. But in a captive environment, we can intervene. So one by one, I separate each tiny spider into its own container. And just like that, their survival rate goes way up. From a single egg sac, hundreds of tiny predators begin their own lives. Amazing, right? Even though they are incredibly small. Baby spiders already have venom from the very beginning. It's not strong enough to be dangerous to humans, but it's enough to capture tiny prey or even attack their own kin. From the very first seconds, they can move with surprising agility using their 8 tiny legs, begin spinning silk, and react to the most subtle vibrations in their environment. If they survive long enough, these spiders will attempt to leave their birthplace using a unique strategy called ballooning. They release a thin strand of silk and let the wind carry them away, beginning their journey to find a new habitat. But in the world of black widow spiders, survival is never guaranteed, it's earned through competition. And only the strongest make it to adulthood. To go through the process of growth, they seem to face countless threats. Not only from their own kind, but also from the surrounding environment like ants. I don't understand how, but these surviving ants somehow trace the scent with incredible precision. One by one, they move closer. They touch the surface, inspect, evaluate, and then the decision is made of no hesitation, no mercy. The entire colony rushes in. They begin tearing apart the fragile outer layer, and inside, the helpless newborn spiders never stand a chance to fight back. In nature, there is no room for delay. There are only predators and prey. Enters time at a step ahead. Newborn spiders, soft, defenseless, barely aware of the world they've just entered. They never get the chance to run. They never get the chance to fight. There is no warning, no second chances. Only predators, prey. The harsh truth is this: from the very beginning of their lives, they can be violently torn apart and devoured alive. And those who survive will become true predators in the natural world. From our single, fragile egg sac, an entire generation is born. But those very survivors will continue the cycle, creating a new generation in an endless loop of survival that never stops.